Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing the Lost book tag. This was a tag created by Andrew from Okaysobooksically, and I really like this tag. I am a big Lost fan myself, so I thought this was just so fun and I really wanted to do it, so I'm gonna do it. These questions are really hard, like there are some hard questions in there, but I think I managed to find some pretty good answers to the questions. The first question is Flight 815. If you were to crash on a mysterious island, which fictional / bookish character would you want to be sitting next to you? Now, this is a really hard question because, first of all, weird scenario having to think about crashing on an airplane and who you want to be sitting next to you. My initial thought was that I wanted it to be someone that I would connect with and someone that I could see myself hanging out with, because obviously when you're crashing with them and you know you're gonna be spending a lot of time with them, so I wanted it to be someone that I could see myself hanging out with. I also wanted it to be someone who was kind of badass, because you are crashing on an island and this island is pretty crazy, so you know I want someone there that can do stuff, you know. So I ended up picking Cinder from the Lunar Chronicles. She seems like someone who would keep calm in a situation like a plane crash. I feel like she would be really good at just keeping herself together and making people around her feel calm, and she just takes no bullshit, so that's really good. And also I feel like she could build a shelter, she could fight off the monsters, so Cinder is my choice for this question. The next question is The Others Are Coming. What sequel / next book in a series are you most curious about? I just read a really good book and I'm so excited about the sequel, so I'm gonna pick that, and that is the sequel to This Savage Song, which is called Our Dark Duet. I am so freaking excited about Our Dark Duet. I already pre-ordered it and I cannot wait to read that book. This was such a cool story and I'm just really intrigued to see what happens. The next question, question 3, is Message in a Bottle. If you had to fill a bottle with only one page from a book, which book would it be and what page? See, this is a really tough question. First of all, because you want to put something meaningful in that bottle, right? You don't just want to put like a battle scene from Harry Potter or like whatever. Maybe you do, I don't know. And I kind of had to look through my books to find a page that spoke to me. So I was just kind of looking through some of my books and I found this one, Greek Myths, a wonder book for girls and boys. This is just a collection of Greek myths, and I was looking through this and actually I had my bookmark on a page from my favorite story in this book, which is The Paradise of Children, which is the story about Pandora and how she opens the box of all the terrors in the world. And this page just is really beautiful, and it's just about something that I think, you know, you would want in a situation like a plane crash. This is about hope. I'm just gonna read you a little bit from this page because I think it's really beautiful. And you will stay with us, asked Epimetheus, forever and ever. As long as you need me, said Hope with her pleasant smile, and that will be as long as you live in the world. I promise never to desert you. There may come times and seasons, now and then, when you will think that I have utterly vanished. But again and again and again, when perhaps you least dream of it, you shall see the glimmer of my wings on the ceiling of your cottage. Yes, my dear children, and I know something very good and beautiful that is to be given to you hereafter." "Oh, tell us," they exclaimed. "Tell us what it is." "Do not ask me," replied Hope, putting her finger on her rosy mouth. "But do not despair, even if it should never happen while in your life on this earth. Trust in my promise, for it is true." "We do trust you," cried Epimetheus and Pandora both in one breath. And so they did. And not only they, but so has everybody trusted Hope that has since been alive. And to tell you the truth, I cannot help being glad, though to be sure it was an uncommonly naughty thing for her to do, but I cannot help being glad that our foolish Pandora peeped into the box. I think this is just such a wonderful description of hope, and I think this is definitely something that you would want if you are stranded on this crazy mysterious island. Hope is the only thing that you have to cling on to, and hope is stronger than fear, so I think this page would be great to send out in a bottle. Question 4 is Flash Sideways, and I gotta be honest, I don't have an answer for this one. I looked around my bookshelf and I just couldn't find an answer. This is, if you could choose one book you would have played out differently in a parallel universe, which book would it be? I honestly don't know. I can't figure out which book, so I don't have an answer for this one. Sorry. The next question, question 5, is The Man in Black. If you could embody any fictional character, who would it be? You know, obviously it would be cool to be a really badass character, because they're just awesome, right? But then again, I was like, that I don't really want to be put in situations that those badass characters are put in. So I had 2 people in mind. But I'm gonna pick the last one I thought about, because this is a character that I have loved from the very start of the series. I've always loved him, and I don't know, for some reason I just feel like I really want to embody him, especially in the last book, where I think he's just so cool and he really gets kind of the ending he deserves. He gets the character development he deserved, and that is Neville Longbottom from the Harry Potter series, especially in the Deathly Hallows, where he's just cool. Like, I love him in the Deathly Hallows. He really gets the ending he deserves, I think, and I just feel like it would be really awesome to embody him and experience that epic battle, and, you know, be there and just experience the glory that he experiences in this book. Question 6 is The Constant. If you were to be lost on an island, which bookish character would you want to find you? I picked a character that, actually I picked 2 because I couldn't pick, but for this question I really wanted to pick someone that I knew that I would be really glad to see. Someone where I would be like, oh my god, you're finally here, I want to give you a big hug and thank you so much for finding me. And still, you know, these characters might not be the most badass character out there, but they're still characters that I think, you know, when it comes down to it, they're really cool, and they, you know, they can handle some shit, so, and I would be really happy to see them. The first, I have 2 because I can't pick between them. The first one is Peter from the Hunger Games. I absolutely love Peter. He is just adorable. I mean, who wouldn't want to be found by Peter and give him a big hug and be like, oh my god, thank you so much for finding me, Peter. I just feel like he's a character that he would, you know, go the extra mile to find you. And he would not let you out of his sight again, if, you know, when he has found you. So I'm gonna pick Peter, and the next one I have, I had to pick this character because I just feel like I would love if this character came to rescue me. This is a character where I was like, I really want to find a character that is kind of a mother figure, and someone that I would be like, this is home, like, thank you so much for finding me, thank you. And that is Mrs. Weasley from the Harry Potter series. Like, I don't even think I need to explain why I would want Mrs. Weasley to find me. Just imagine seeing Mrs. Weasley after you've been on an island for a long time, because she's such a warm person, and she would just embrace you and, you know, keep you calm, and she could also just use her wand and just flick off all the bad things on the island. So that's a good answer. Yeah. Question 7 is live together, die alone. Who is that bookish character you would never want to be stuck on an island with because they are just that irritating, but it's live together, die alone? And this is again a super hard question. And so after a lot of consideration for who I would not want to be stuck on an island with, but kind of would have to because it's live together, die alone, I picked, and this is not necessarily an annoying character or irritating character, I just cannot imagine being trapped on an island with this person. I would just absolutely hate it, and that is Mr. Collins from Pride and Prejudice. Now, when I think about Mr. Collins, I picture him from the BBC TV series that was made, and I cannot deal with that character. Every time Mr. Collins appears in Pride and Prejudice, I'm always like, oh my god, can you go away? He's just such a creepy guy, and he's so... no, I don't like him. I don't like him. And also, he would not do well on an island. He would not do well. Like, I feel like he would be such a wuss, and I don't want to be stuck on an island with a wuss, but I guess I have to live on an island with Mr. Collins. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I don't want to be stuck on an island with him. I really don't. Nope. Nope. Question 8 is we have to go back. If there's one book you need a follow-up on, a story that you would like to return to, which would it be? My favorite read from last year, oh my god, I love this book so much. And this is a book that took me completely by surprise, because I did not expect to love this book at all. But I love it so much, and it's not necessarily that I would want a sequel to this book, because I really like when standalones are just so good that they can, you know, be a standalone. I would so love to have a sequel to Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Like this, I would just freaking love it. So that was all my answers to the lost book tag. I actually had a really fun time picking out the answers for these questions, even though it was freaking hard and almost impossible. I'm really happy with the choices I made. I hope some other people will do this tag, because I think it's really fun and really creative. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!